Rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw here, Beathard. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Here we go now. Green 30. No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Jim Caldwell is showing a little confidence in the offense, leaving him out there here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Detroit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, shrugs the tackle. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lambo to add on the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw here. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Here we go now. Green, 3.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Touchdown, Denver.
And you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.